Ladies and gentlemen, the party that has a 27% approval rating just got even worse news because this is who they are potentially throwing up for the ticket in 2028. No, it's not Jasmine Crockett. No, it's not AOC. It's not even Gavin Newsom. It's Pete Buttigieg. So apparently, um, the internet has noticed that they are trying to give him a beard and be masculine, and I guess they're trying to make him appear to more men, since most of the people in the party hate men, especially the white ones. They hate men, period, and they lost big time when it came to that category. But Pete Buttigieg loses his mind on stage during this event. It was really a disaster. I really want you to take a look at this um, crowd throughout this event. If you look at the crowd, let me know what you guys see here, because throughout this event, the crowd really wasn't that impressed. Well, they were really more confused as to what he was saying. But I'm gonna play this clip. It's a wild one. Apparently, Pete Buttigieg kicks off his Shadow 2028 campaign with a message of illegal aliens are not criminals. Losing his mind on stage over illegal immigrants again. Democrats, they're literally not trying to win. And if they throw this guy up there, I promise you, they will 100% not win. So in this case, he's referring to the Kilmer Bregu Garcia, who is a literal MS-13 gang member. Take a listen to what he says, and take a listen to the forced applause on stage. But also look at the crowd.
They're saying like, oh, well, this guy, he's a criminal. The whole point is that no one person, least of all, no one politician, gets to decide that you're a criminal. Who decides?
Bro, his wife decided. She called the cops on him and have a restraint. She called the cops on him and had a restraining order on him. He's also a actual gang member, and he is also illegal in the United States of America. Come on, Pop. Like, what we doing here?
We have a process. We have laws. That's what due process is. You're not a criminal because the head of the government of the country you live in says you're a criminal.
Wow, he really. This is who they're gonna throw up in 2028, losing his mind up there again. We've seen the crash outs over illegal immigration from Democrats more than actually crashing out over Americans and making sure that Americans are living the best life possible. That's on both sides, on the Republican and Democrat side. But this guy's on stage crashing out over illegal immigration after we just saw a judge. This is the party. This is a judge that was federally indicted by a grand jury for crashing out over this exact issue that is not winnable. They still don't get it. They still don't understand. But one thing they do understand is that they're trying to appeal to more men by having this guy put on a beard and having this guy, look more masculine. But I have a clip here. Oh man, this clip is actually hilarious. And I got to show you this because, ladies and gentlemen, this clip is just too good. This is coming from a friend of the show, Mark Halpering. And this is what he has to say about if the Democrats decide to throw up, Pete Buttigieg up there in 2028. Take a listen.
Gotta say it. He's short and gay. Yeah. So you can say winning the nomination, being short and gay is a positive. And for some people, maybe not short, but gay is a positive. And I know for some people there is. But there is going to be a premium for the party in 2028 on winning, right? It's just like 92. There are going to be a lot of voters who are willing to swallow stuff in order to win. They'll say, I don't like this fact. If this person can win. I've looked at the list of people who've won the presidency. None of them were openly gay. 3 were gay, but none were openly gay. And so it's just a risk. And in almost every presidential race, not everyone, but in almost every presidential race in the television era, the taller person is won. The Republican nominee in 2028 will be taller than Pete Buttigieg.
those are some statistics there from the friend, our friend. By the way, Mark Halpering does a tremendous job on two-way. He's been doing this political commentary, really journalism, for a very long time, very credible. But he has this opinion as to Pete Buttigieg. Not only is he losing on the immigration side of things, and the whole party is, but they're losing as a whole. And if they throw Pete Buttigieg out there, he's gonna be faced with a lot of. It's not gonna be pretty for the Democrats if they decide to do that. But apparently, he's starting his own campaign. Apparently, they love the way he talks. They love the way he presents himself, and they believe that this is the way to do it. I just don't think Americans are going to buy it. That's just my opinion. And speaking of Democrats crashing out, well, the party is beginning to get worse because one of the main leaders of this party is literally threatening the DHS. Well, let's actually look into this. Hakeem Jeffries is now threatening members of DHS if they arrest members of Congress, Democrat members of Congress who assaulted agents. And I just want you to take a listen to this. Like, this is the craziness that we're dealing with when we talk about Democrats in 2025.
Your statement the other day after there was this incident in Newark, you said they better not touch our members.
Correct.
What happens if they were to go and arrest these members, or if they would try to sanction them here in the House of Representatives?
They'll find out.
What would you do?
They'll find out.
What recourse? But doesn't that broach a?
They'll find out.
Doesn't that go across?
That's a red line.
What's the red line though? I know we have this.
It's a red line. It's very clear. First of all, I think that the so-called Homeland Security spokesperson is a joke. It's a joke. They know better than to go down that road, and it's been made loudly and abundantly clear to the Trump administration. We're not going to be intimidated by
what does he mean? We're gonna find out. And that arresting Democrats who literally, by the way, were getting physical with law enforcement. By the way, it's all on video. We can show you the video after video after video. Thank God for cameras and phones nowadays. You just can't get away with this stuff anymore. But what do you mean it's a red line? And what do you mean they're gonna find out? What? Who the hell does this guy think he is talking like this? I mean, you want to talk about a line crossed? I think there's a line crossed where these people think that they are untouchable. Congress is the most corrupt place in the world, especially in the United States of America. When you think about Congress and you think about politicians being so rich, receiving so much, and knowing all this inside information on stocks. There's so much, like, being in politics their whole entire lives without any limitations. I mean, this guy is sitting up there crashing out again, crashing out. They're crashing out. This is crash out vibes. And again, it's not like there's not proof out there. I mean, I don't know. This is what's going on with the party, by the way. But again, Kristi Noem responds to this threat, and she says this.
Finally get to do their jobs with President Trump in the White House. And the fact that a member of Congress punched them, hit them, body slammed them, and then claimed that they were the victims. It's astounding to me that someone would even vote for someone and put them in a place of leadership when they perpetuate something as hypocritical and as criminal as what these individuals did. So I hope that the rest of the members of the House of Representatives will hold them accountable. They shouldn't be allowed to be on the committees that they're on. In fact, one of them is supposed to be conducting oversight over ICE, and instead she's assaulting them, and they don't deserve to be in the House. They should be censured by it. It's what's happening in this country and what agendas the Democrats are embracing.
Yeah, what they're what's going on with the Democrats is not a pretty scene, to be honest with you.
It's absurd, and it's not American. And I'm hoping that the American people recognize it and hold them accountable for what they're doing for criminal acts against people in this country.
Yeah, we would expect criminal referrals to the DOJ if any member of Congress or anybody assaults an ICE officer.
Finally get.
So again, Pete Buttigieg, where we started the video, he's taking pictures, he's having all these board meetings, he's running a campaign, and many people believe that he is now stepping up to be the favorite, to be the guy who, steps in and it's going to lead the Democrats to the promised land again. You know, a 27% approval rating of a party headed down the wrong way, wrong path. They're still doing it, by the way. They're still crashing out over these 1% issues that Americans really just don't give a damn about. But this is the guy. Give him a beard, make him talk masculine, and we're going to win this election. That's what they feel. But I just think Trump has outsmarted all of them. Trump heading to Saudi Arabia, Trump getting the benefit of the doubt with the Aliens Enemies Act, Trump literally telling people this is what happened when you let in all these illegal migrants that belong to gangs, and what these gang members have done. When you look at all the proof of what has happened in the United States of America in the last 4 years, what happened in New York City, what happened in Chicago, what happened in Philadelphia, what happened in all these sanctuary cities, when you look at how destructive it was, how much money the cities ran out of, when you look at everything that happened, I just would never forget how they tried to make you feel like this is what needed to happen. I don't know why. And they're still, again, crashing out over that same exact thing. So is this the guy? I don't know. Democrats, I guess we'll find out. See you guys on the next one.